Hello and welcome. Hello, Elemento in particular. First in this chat there on Twitch. Yes, hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus and my microphone is in shot. I'll just fix that. Yeah, so what I just played there was a little trailer I put together. It was a great deal of fun putting it together, actually. Yesterday. Managed to mess up the export, though, and a 15-minute version went up on YouTube, so that's messed everything up. But basically, next Sunday, I'm going to be doing a special charity stream. There's a blog post going up on my YouTube community page that explains all the details, and I'll probably talk about it a bit later on. But the basic idea is I'm going to be raising money. Twitch is doing something called Together for Good, I think they've given it the name, and there's like badges on it and all sorts of stuff. But basically, I'll be raising money for that because earlier in the year I got enough to get a payout from Twitch, and I usually give them charity. And I just thought it was a nice thing to do. It's going to be a special live stream, basically partly because it's going to be very long, I would expect. But that kind of depends on how much people donate. I've set the donation up, but I've not done the tag thing yet, so you might want to hold off on donating. I think my camera's in the wrong place. Hang on. That's a bit better. Yes, so there's that. But I'll be donating that, so that'll get some money, and basically then, because of what I got planned, that'll make it at least a 3.5 to 4 hour stream, basically. So that's one of the things. It'll be going live slightly earlier at 12 o'clock GMT, and I say kind of streaming all day is the plan, though I'll be taking breaks. And I'll be raising money for Médecins Sans Frontières or Doctors Without Borders, which is a charity that basically pays for doctors to go out to like disastrous areas and war zones and that sort of thing and treat people. So yeah, I'll be doing that charity. To say there is something going to be going up on my community page, which hopefully that'll be then there by the end of the stream, basically. That'll have gone live. And so there's a little trailer there. The thing that's going to be different about it, basically, is that I still have... This avatar is really taking off the edge. You're on the booze already, are you, Alimento? Crikey. I suppose it's probably a different time of the day there. But yeah, the thing that's different about it is basically I still have a version of the game from when the so basically a pre-release version of the game. So I still have. Because you could download them basically, and I still have version 1.2.20, I think it is, something like that, which was from very shortly after the LAN party, and that I'll turn this on. We'll probably get a notification on this. Unfortunately, while I was testing it, it popped basically. There is something I need to do, which is a little error that I've made. Which is on this, not an error as such, but basically I need, not you, and even more uranium coming in because we are about to kind of run out. But yes, I still have the that version of the game. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to load up the LAN party save that I had, playing and basically show you what that was all about. Because obviously I've never shown it on stream or any of the videos, and it will be the actual version of the game at that time. So it is slightly after the LAN party. I mean, they must have updated it 8 times, I think, at the LAN party. But it's got all the old recipes in it and things like, as I showed you in the video, there's different ways that they presented demolishers and other older recipes and all that sort of stuff. So you can kind of see what it's all about, effectively, what people are complaining about on Gleba and that sort of thing. The plan basically is, I'll do a little sort of tour of that and show you that save. It needs some fixes doing to it because stuff that's sort of broken in it. But what I'll then do is I'm going to go into Gleba Purgatory, basically, by which I mean that I will be spending as much time on Gleba as people donate, effectively. And there's a whole thing, especially £5 is 15 minutes there, so you can force me to stay there all day, basically, if you donate enough. I don't expect people will, but yeah, that's the kind of idea. And I will try and get us to Aquila, because we had a ship that was almost capable of doing it, so it'll be that stage of the game. And then I can also show you what the actual end game was, what the end of the game was at the LAN party, basically, because some of the stuff came in quite late. No such thing as a Yardar when it's the Christmas season. I suppose not. Hello, Smosk. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I'll say all that again basically later, but that's basically the plan. I think it might have done it did the research, didn't it? But basically, I got the achievement pop while I was messing about, sort of setting up, because I just left it running, basically. So, unfortunately, I can't show you that, but we have done a Gleba research. The other thing I did, and why we are so progressed on that, is because I did put the artillery thing in. I think I had the, little tag showing that was what I was going to do, and I did indeed finish that off. So we have an extra bit of artillery there, just to keep them away from that side of things, because this is obviously where all the other pink soil is, and I think there's some green stuff. Oh no, the green stuff's on that side, isn't it? So maybe I should put one in over there as well, anyway. But yeah, the reason I've just bumped that up is because we have we're running out a little bit on nuclear fuel. One of the things I do need to check on is how much whatchamacallit we've got. So how much spent fuel we've got. Quite a bit then. Okay. Quite a bit. Right. So, what we probably want to do, I guess... So, we've got carbon fibre now, which gives us a new recipe. I don't have anything to make... Oh, look! There's a new icon. Because I'm obviously playing on experimental, so some of these things are coming out. One of the things they've done as well on... It might be it's gone into the main game, I don't know, but certainly on experimental, they've kind of put a nerf in for landmines in space. So basically, if you have landmines on your platform, they now do area of effect damage on your own platform. So they will basically damage platform pieces. I think they actually destroy them, especially if you've got bonuses. Oh, I've got an extra tip and trick as well. I wonder what that is. Because Aquila's now available, because we started doing green sciences, it's popped that up as well. That's interesting. Heating mechanics. Unless maybe it put that on when we got the heating thing, maybe. Interesting. So... all these people putting landmines on, if you're explosive reactive armour, it'll now damage your own thing. I think you still can use it. I think an example of, if you were to put, a little extension out and just have, a bunch of mines, landmines on it, and have it as sort of if a, big asteroid gets too close, then it'll blow it up. The trouble, of course, is they're not selective, so any small asteroid would blow it up as well. So yeah, I think that's probably killed off landmines as a defence in space. What I want to do, really, I guess, maybe if we put in an extra power thingy, I do want to check, are you on the way? You're on the way, and you're going to deliver some lovely uranium, so we don't run out of power. Okay. So I need centrifuges then, don't I? Because I can't process these in... Is that right? Just centrifuges? Yeah, we can make them. But we can't do the other one without centrifuges. Now, do we have centrifuges? I wonder if it's on the list already. No. Because I might well have just brought some here randomly. No, not brought some here randomly. Okay, so does Sweet Ride have centrifuges in it? Because we can send this back. I don't think it will either. No. Okay, so if we get you to do a round trip and grab some centrifuges. Cool. I'm good. I'm good. I did my Omnicraft version 8, and it's now it now went from big 18 an 18 combiner to only 7. So I don't think I can make it smaller or more efficient. So I've got 18 combine. I'm thinking. So you mean what are they called? Combinators. Sorry. Only 7. I don't think it's more efficient. Is that the yeah, that's the one that you've been working on placing down, isn't it? Because you're not using... I think you said you weren't using the... what's it called? The pink thing. What are they called? The genericizer thing. I forgot. Yeah, this thing. Parameterization. I think you said you weren't using it. Right, so we can't do... what I was thinking we would have to... well, we need to do... because eventually we would just fill up... I've done that before with the depleted uranium. It won't give us back... I can never remember. I don't think it does. Wrong button. What's it called? It's not called... well, what's the recipe? Nuclear fuel... yeah, it only gives us back 238. So we could always stick it in some ammo. Stick it in that. If I was to try and Covarex it, the problem is I need to bring some of that in with it. Might think about that. Yeah, okay. What were we actually doing? I stood over here because I think I was going to start meshing about with the old landfill to make sort of bigger mining areas. That's not even connected to anything. What are you doing? Oh, that's because I hadn't made... ah. Yeah, I was going to start looking at making rocket components here locally, wasn't I? But part of the start of that was to actually expand our sort of mining... not mining, agricultural activities. Okay, so if we grab certainly some of that. Have I got that on? Treasure requested? No, okay. So that's the pink brain stuff. And then we would need a bunch of towers, I think. I bet they're probably not on any kind of... I didn't sort these out. I kept saying last week that I needed to sort it all out, but I just haven't. I did play. Actually played quite a bit, but it's in my other save. It's distracting that. I keep seeing it and saying, "What's that?" It's not in there, is it? Where's the ugly tower then? It's there. Oh, I've already got it on the list somewhere. Okay. Oh, there it is. Have I got 20 then? Oh, I've got 20. I've got loads already. Okay. No worries. Yeah, so when I want like a miner, it will make all it needs in that one crafter. So it will make the iron gear and circuit. It just needs the base ore. It can't craft. Oh man, the Thomas the Tank Engine mod is great. Is that in this, you mean? Until it has the miner and the number I set, I want. Cool. I can never get my head around that sort of stuff. Always a bit too fancy for me. The whole setting recipes, and because you need things like memory, you know, what should we call it, don't you? Like, so you know how many you've crafted and all that sort of stuff. So, if we do that, maybe. Sort of. I guess overlap in there. And then I get some of this stuff. So does that, if I do that, does that become a viable place? No, because there's something there. What's that? What is that? If I just put regular land, jelly nut soil, does that not count as a... What are you doing? There's nothing there, and yet you're doing stuff. How bizarre. It's just clearing out something, I guess. Oh, it's these bits and pieces. Okay. I didn't know it did that. That's interesting. And let's pick that. I don't know why it's not seeing that as viable terrain. Must be placed over jelly nut wetland. Used to build artificial jelly nut soil. When it goes left click to build, right click build buildable tiles. Is this not jelly nut wetland? What are you? Maybe it has to be connected. Oh, there we go. No. What? Not quite understanding that, I don't think. Let's just put in what we got then. Unless I got the wrong one. It's always a possibility. Saying that's orange. What does orange mean then? What do the colours mean? Wait, that's a regular landfill, isn't it? That's not actual proper soil. Oh no, it did regular landfill. Oh, there we go. So it's gone green now. Huh. Let's put it in as ghost. So is it say, I don't get why it says... Oh, is that saying that it's potential to build it there, maybe? Yeah, I'm not quite sure on the colour coding on that. I wonder if it explains it in the Factorio video. Do some of that. And then I guess, what would your coverage be? Up there. Oh, crikey. Might just make more use of the old existing terrain. Oh, I haven't put a set of chests on it, have I? Let's put it, what's a good place, maybe? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and then you want all these gubbins as well. Both of those. Yeah, clears out the wood. Didn't know I did that. Cool. Yeah, if it plays the Thomas Tank Engine theme when a train kills you. Right. It's not that hard, but I did use 35 hours to make it small very effectively. But I'm myself quite proud as it gets to work so well on only 7. Yeah, I mean that's pretty impressive. I say I find most of the circuit stuff quite impressive because I'm just not not able to do it really. Can't get my head around it. So yeah, right. So I mean, I don't know if guess green is places where it might build it. Yeah. Wow, we have no seeds. Okay. But then, of course, we've been using up what we've got, really. So, how about we put another one? Where's your limit? Down to there. Okay. So, if we put maybe one there. Same again. Put your one there. Paste that in. Didn't quite reach. Oh, no, it's the bots that we lack coverage on. Okay. Well, that's some of them. I guess hopefully we'll get a bit of a useful return in the sense that it'll plant them and then there'll be more and then because I've a horrible feeling I've basically just turned all my there are some seeds on the way. Cool. Because I could have turned all the seeds into the landfill and then we couldn't actually build anything, so that would have been bad. Let's let them kind of sort out what they're going to sort out. You certainly have some seeds. I wonder if I just steal them and then go them in there. Have you got seeds? No. Got all the brains though. They've got all the brains. Because I think the on that save, that game I was talking about, the actual baking of the brains is part of it. So I'll have to see. Okay. Trash them out. Have we sorted out nuclear power? We certainly have some nuclear power. What are you doing? You are waiting for ammo. But otherwise all requests satisfied. That's good. Except you've not actually got any. Yeah. Why have you got no... Oh, you're at Nalvis, okay. Oh, I guess it's done another trip, is it? Okay, that's cool. That's cool, we're happy with that. Yes, so this one needed hooking up to water, didn't it? Because we weren't actually doing anything useful with this. Do I have... I do. And then, I guess... rods. And then we want some water. Now we did have water somewhere about. Where's that gone? Ah, here we go. So this is the pipe coming in here. Okay. If I just sort of extend it for now. In fact, why don't I kind of add that onto the... So that should in theory make some rocket fuel. How much is it making? 0.25 a second. We don't want it to make more than, say... Well, how many have we got? None. 3. So if that's less than 200 maybe? Then crack on. And then how many of them do we want? We want maybe... Well, how many? What's the factory? 25. So we have. If we have 4. Oh, I don't really need deep pipes. And that's sort of 1 a second. In theory. And what about other? So we've got loads of rocket fuel. So that's great. I didn't make any carbon, did I? I don't think. Well, I don't really have the recipes to do things with carbon, so I can't really see about ratios and stuff. I don't think, because we use it in rocket turrets and stuff like that, don't we? I guess I could look at the ratios anyway. So... rocket turret uses carbon fibre. Oh, also uses rocket launchers, which makes a lot of sense. Gear wheels and steel. Oh, look, we got backed up green circuits and backed up red circuits. Nice. And backed up blue circuits. We would expect that one, though, because we're dropping them down from orbit now. Okay. Output form. So that's got the acid. That's fine. You're making plastic. Oh, more than 50. Excellent. What about you? In fact, we should probably put that quite high, because that one's going to be used in explosives if we're going to make rockets. I don't know. Recipe, do I? So it's just carbon fibre. So we've got steel production and gear production here. I don't think we have... Oh, we got steel. Now, gears... Can't really use the foundry because it requires the molten metal, and I'm not going to mess about with that. Yeah. That would obviously be the best thing to do. I don't want to mess about with... Because we'd have to bring calcite in and blah, 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 which I know we get from the recipes, don't we, for this? So we need something making gear wheels, I guess. Let's just pop it in. Let's do 4 of them, maybe. Oop. Like so, and then put that on same. 250 other way. Give you a filter. Don't think I set the filter on these, did I? No. Have you got the... Okay. So you want a filter? 250. Right. So, and I might just increase that again. Need to put work out that combinator thing. I had planned on doing it, but I just didn't remember basically. Okay, so that's got us production of some gears natively. What else might we need? We need the carbon fibre. So we've got blue circuits being produced. Rocket launchers. We've not got anything making rocket launchers. Okay. Because why would we? I mean, that's a very random thing to have just built already. But there you go. How about you? But whenever I go somewhere, the first thing I do is build some rocket launchers. Where are we going to put that? Let's put it in here somewhere. Okay, rocket launcher. Oops, that's not a rocket launcher, is it? That's a rocket launcher. Iron plate, gears, and circuits, which we have made. Excellent. And I probably need to do that because it brought in some rubbish. Cool. And then this needs to be... I guess I might as well stick this on a fairly big number, I guess. Don't really hurt to have rocket launchers because they'll go into... Well, I assume they're still going to Spidertrons, but I don't know. Not checked. Build me rocket launchers, please, and make sure you're nice and efficient with it. Do you get... No, you won't let me do prods for you. But they are quite slow, I think, so... Bit of the old speed. And then... What else we got? I've not actually made... maximum contact okay. That's not right. That's annoying. Okay, so... We need a carbon fibre. But is that all? So if we look at you... Yes, we're missing the carbon fibre. But then we would want to see about Spidertrons. Lovely Spidertrons. So we need fish. These aren't locked to a planet, are they? So building them on now this makes a lot of sense because I got all of that already. I could also potentially do quality ones. A quality Spidertron. We need quality fish. But breeding fish is, I believe, something we get here as well. Yes, so we'll do Spidertrons, I think, back home. Back on Malvis. Excellent. What we do want to make here, I would expect, is actual rockets, for which we need explosive. And then, do we want explosive rockets as well? Always a danger. To me more than anybody else. Let's make some regular rockets, I think. And let's just sort of pop them in next to this. So, rockets. And oops, missed. Rockets, let's say. Apparently we've only got 400 of them, so let's do 1,000. If we're going to do Spidertron action. Eventually. Oh, and then explosive, so it won't have explosive because we're not making it. And we would need to set up. I don't know if a bioreactor is able to make explosive natively, is it? I don't see it. No. We could check in good old Factoriopedia. It's intermediate, isn't it? Oh, look. Ah, that was... They noted that in the change notes and I didn't know what they meant. Ah, because they've changed the icon basically so that it looks a bit more like a rocket. Was the idea. That's what it sort of said in the notes. I guess it looks like the big, the big fuel tank, basically. Cool. Okay. I was looking at explosive, wasn't I? Made in cryo plants. Okay. Not chambers of bio. Okay. So how about? Did I have one of these for? I don't, do I? For chemical plants, okay. Maybe I could set one up. Explosive. Do coal. Okay. Interesting. Just grab. No, let's not grab. Let's do it. Do that. Interesting. Now that needs to be set requests. Except it's not set in requests, why not? Read. ingredients. Is it ingredients I use? Ingredients, yeah. Set requests. Cool. So it's not going to get coal in, which is going to be interesting. Explosive less than, say, 200. Set that to explosive. Okay. Oh, it needs water, doesn't it? So that's not going to work. Let's take it somewhere else then. Where do we have water here? Or maybe put it in the back. Oops. Okay, so it needs coal, but there's a way of making coal. Hello, Police Politics. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Good day to you too. So you're streaming? Was it you're playing that Path of Exile 2 or something? Was it? Not really my cup of tea there, but I heard. Well, it was quite well received. I think it's a Diablo type game, isn't it? That sort of thing. Yeah, so coal, I think we can buy a chamber of that. But do we have the recipes? And it's a later one, isn't it? Yeah, because we... Maybe it's done in a chemical plant. Oops, that's not Factorio PD. Classes it under intermediates, doesn't it? And I haven't got it. Used in, gathered from. Ah, here we go. Coal synthesis. So yeah, sulfur, carbon, and water. It's quite cool. I assume they've worked out that there's no like self-benefiting feedback loop, because you can obviously turn coal into with coal liquefaction. You can turn it into, you know, heavy oil and light oil and petroleum, which can obviously then turn into all that into petroleum, which can then turn into sulfur. And I don't know, is carbon made with oil as well? Is there a way of doing that, or is it all just burnt spoilage? I suppose you're technically then putting stuff in, but it just feels like there might be a feedback loop where you can get a positive thing out of it. I assume they've done all the maths on it, though. You know, so you're effectively, you could be putting in less than you're getting out, sort of thing, or other way around, getting more out than you put in. Cool. So we need to burn some spoilage. If you're burning it, why are you doing it in a biochamber? That doesn't make any sense. But there you go. Yes, sorry, I was getting distracted. So we're doing the coal. We would want to do the coal synthesis. We don't have the, because we have the rocket turret as the required recipe, which is not even queued up. Okay. Let's pop it on then. And what's that on? That's the tree seeding, which is fine. Oh, that's how we get the fish. So I do want that one a bit sooner than I thought. Cool. Let's put them on. Let's have a look at what old Five Legs is doing. What are you doing? You're waiting to fill up. I think I might take this down because it sort of seems to be waiting a lot. And I don't think 300's like a massive problem. Yeah, the servers are dying on and off though. Oh really? Okay. They're struggling to cope, are they? Must be such a difficult thing because it sounds like you know, when you're a game dev, because it sounds like a almost impossible task because you've kind of got to predict. Because obviously servers can be spun up in you know, a new server can be spun up relatively quickly if you're willing to pay for it. But you know, how you predict how many players you're going to have or not have, and you don't want to spend all your money spinning up servers and then no one plays, sort of thing. And of course, it's not always simply about having more. You know, it's one of those problems where it's just, you know, having 10 isn't necessarily 10 times as, you know, effective sort of thing. So I guess we could add more biosulfur on as well if we're going to make whatchamacallit. Oh, I'm doing both, I guess, am I? Yeah, because I need the acid. Oh no, that is acid-based. Okay. Well, that's nice and high, isn't it? So maybe if we just do an extra one of you. 2, maybe. I didn't finish off. I should have gone. We need to put more on here because we've increased this. Where's all my seeds gone? Lots of bright. Yeah. So I need more of the whatchamacallits as well because. It'll get unbalanced otherwise, or it is unbalanced. Cool, so let's go and stick some more of them on. I should grab some soil. Yeah, looks like we're low on nutrients again. Because this is apparently the best recipe for... That's absolutely stuffed. Why are you... I think it's because it's so quick, isn't it? It's like a massively quick recipe. Just can't sort of process it through. Yeah. I wonder if I should maybe... double it up so it can pump it out a bit quicker. And then maybe add a cover? Not quite. So if we maybe put one there. Cool. So yes, Yamakos. Yum yum yumako. Yum yum yumako. So it's saying that's yellow, you see. Well, let's look at that one. That's clearly just the water. And it's saying it's yellow. So I'm assuming that means if I was to put some of this in, then it would be able to build there. Or plant there. There you go. Yeah, so it is as suspected. Yellow is like areas it could plant something. Red is an area it can't. Okay. If I just do that... Ah! That was the error I made. So because it's just set to do the automated normal landfill rather than a special landfill. Okay. And that's telling me that all bar one of those has got the proper soil on it. Okay. So the most efficient in terms of the stuff we got is the half ones, isn't it? I see, said the blind man. So if we put that there, and then maybe one sort of yeah, let's put it in there. Because I built 4 in the end up here, did I? Yeah. But without filling out all the landfill. Okay. Oh. The heck was that? Now, have we got nice, maybe nice spot in here, maybe? So your edge is... It'd be good to see the extent of the coverage. So is that... that's rubbish. Oh, that's good land. So, if you're there, where does that go down to? Sort of there? Yeah, so put it in there, but we'd have to landfill quite a lot then. So, if we grab these, boot and boot, and then we grab the landfill, maybe fill out around this one. You need regular landfill there, so they can put them. Cool. Then we need some power. Just fill it out, but it feels very suboptimal what I'm doing with the substations. I'm putting a power pole in here somehow. Probably be a bit better. But anyway, let us see. Oh, they got loads of them. Okay. Interesting. I've still got 7 left. Let's see what I can plop down. Doot, doot, doot. Ah, unpowered. Okay, brilliant. Oh, that was too far. That's not connected to anything. That's annoying. Okay, now we had a lot of landfill. Oops, ghosted in for the other one, so I might as well do that here as well. Yumma, 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 go. Cool. Well, hopefully I put in the right tile then. Artificial Yamako song, yeah, there we go. Loads of seeds. Crikey. Absolutely loads. Blimey. I wonder if we need to do something to get rid of them. Because that seems a lot. How many is it saying? Wait, tell me on that. Let's have a look at. I guess none? Okay, yeah. Why is that coming up as a search result for seed? I don't think it's spelt with seed, but there you go. I guess it's because it's one of its outputs, maybe. Oh look, dead pentapod. The corpses of my enemies. Ah, that's set on 500 as well. I don't think we want plenty more than that. I think we want plenty more than that. Oh, that one's not even got a limit. Okay. You are making nutrient, aren't you? Yeah. Nutrient less than whatever it was, 500. Did you just copy that over? What was it? 5,000. So this is all nutrient, isn't it? Yeah. Which we don't mind just circling around, making like untold amounts of, because it just spoils. I suppose I technically have a preference for one or the other, but meh. Okay. Okay. Now, what happened here? You've made lots of rocket fuel. You have things that are spoiling. Got trash unrequested on there, that's good. And it's got some spoilage. Cool. So what we could do then, on this, not that one, is oh, it didn't even have rocket fuel on it, does it? Because I took the silo thing off, I think. Okay. Well, oops, didn't mean to do that. That's a bad thing. Okay. So that's heading to there. How much have we got stocked up? So I want to know, can I increase that, basically? How much have we got sort of knocking about? 85, 188. So, yeah, we could probably make it 600 per trip. Cool. So slowly building it up, I think. Getting more confident with it. I guess I should also really... that's a point. If it spoils on the ship, that could get interesting. But we'll see what happens when we get there. The other thing we needed to set up... No, we've got the explosives ready. Did I ever actually... I did. So we've got the actual thing there. We're not making coal, obviously, because we don't have that recipe. But what we need to do is this whole burnt spoilage and carbon fibre. Because let's have a look at the recipe. So we're doing all of this stuff. We're making eggs. We haven't had any breakouts, which I'm amazed by. We've done the rocket fuel. We're not making lube. But then we're not actually making anything that requires lube. So I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Bioplastic we got, I think it was just the one on that. But then no real other use for it. Biosulfur I did a couple, didn't I? We've got some bioflux, but I imagine we'll have to scale that up if we want to take bioflux anywhere else, but we can leave that for now. And then we just want this burnt spoilage, carbon fibre kind of thing going on. Excellent. So, let's get rid of you. Where do we want to build that? I guess we could sort of... yeah, if we tuck it in here... Don't need to pinch on that too much, because I'll extend it just by copy and paste, obviously. So we leave a little gap there. Maybe put 3 in for now. And we say we want you to burn some spoilage, which is an interesting request for a creature in a thing to do. What's your speed of 0.21? 0.21 carbons, okay. And then if we put the other one, no, behind it, say. And we say you're going to make your carbon fibres. And you're also going to have some of those on. So if that's making 0.21 a second, and this is using 0.32, so it's like 1 to 1.5, isn't it? So if we had 3 of those, it would support 2. But that would only make us 0.5 fibres of carbon every second. And where are they? Carbon fibre, there we go. So it's used... Ah, right, it's used in foundation. Interesting. And the old stack inserter. Only 2 of them, though. 4 for the foundation, though. That's a bit tricky. Lava, oil, ocean, and most water. So we would eventually want to be doing that, like in bulk, but we'd be, you know, we're going to be at Aquilo doing that. But certainly stocking it up is not going to hurt us. Quantum processors are pretty cheap but long craft time, aren't they? So again, it's an Aquilo thing, though. The portal fusion reactor, 100 carbon fibres. Okay, so we do want this at a bit more of scale. Fusion power cells, right? Tool belt equipment. Huh. Interesting. I thought that was a research rather than... Rocket turret requires 20, okay. And you require 20. So we do want quite a lot of production of carbon fibre, I think. I'm wondering about maybe, therefore, putting it in it somewhere else where I've got a bit more room. Yeah, let's take it over to there. So we sort of plop it in here. Get ourselves a bit more room to work with. And then... Cool! How are we doing at time? 4 o'clock, okay. So we got, so it's 3 to 2, wasn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4. But then we want a bit more as well, because I think carbon might have a use, rather than just being carbon fibre. Because we're going to want to make explosive from it, aren't we? Used, where's used in? Used in. It's interesting. I guess, yeah. So I guess that's the like default one because that's the interesting. Yes. So burned in, used in space science. I can always drop it down from space as well. But yeah, it's used in a few things. But then we're going to make that on platforms. We've got that covered. That's already on Volcanus. So it's the coal synthesis that we would need it for. Okay. So how about if that's 3 to 2, then that wants to be 1, doesn't it? And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in theory that would therefore be that's 3, 6, 9. So it'd be 3 of them. So how about then we do 4th one, then we make all of these carbons maybe? So then we'd have 1, 2, 3, support 2, 1, 2, 3, support 2, wait, 1, 2, 3, so that's 2, that's 4, 1, 2, 3, that'd be another 2, so actually if I do those 2, then we've got, so we need 2, 4, 6, so we need 3, 6, 9, and then we've got some other ones. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Where where's my doobies? So actually it's just... Oops. Oh. This probably isn't getting enough ingredients, they never are. So how much of your carbon fibres? If one recipe had 200, then we need quite a lot. Let's maybe do 500 for now. But I also want to bump these up. Maybe not to 100 then. Maybe if we do, say, in... Cool, so... And then... What about you? Are you okay? No. You want spoilage? Do you want 200 spoilage? I don't know. I think you do. 100 spoilage. Did I set the filters on? Something is spoiled. Okay. Never mind. It's not like there's not infinite of them. Oh wait a minute. So, how many carbons do we want? Oh, we're going to have to supply a load of rockets, so maybe we do want that quite high as well, 500 or something. We've got that set, we've got the spoilage coming in. Cool. Why have you stopped? You haven't stopped, you're just waiting. Excellent. So which one? Oh, I've got Yamako fruits on me. Why have I got them? So you need more of the mash. The monster mash. So we're running low on loggy bots again. Did you do a round trip for me? And have you got something that I requested and completely forgot about? Where are you? You're at Gleba, so drop them down. What about bots? Have you got bots for me? Or have you been supplying them into the system anyway? Because it does the requests. I think you have, haven't you? I think you have. Maybe you should go and get some more then. I don't know that we need more than those though. Let's do us a round trip. Cool. So hopefully we'll get some more bots. And what I probably needed was a bit more processing. Storage has 7,000 of them in. Wow. What about this one? Storage 3,675. So we need more, basically. Always need more. Oh no, have I got cliff explosive? Oh, I have. Okay. Nice. 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 Awesome. Again, need more bots. Always need more bots. And then what are you doing, Five Legs? So you've got more than... Oh, it's on the move. It's on the move. So I was a bit worried it was just sort of sitting there. Yeah, what it just occurred to me though is with the whole spoilage thing, what we could do. Interested why there's a gap there. What we could do is we could do the whole thing where if we set that to 0, it's not going to request any, but it would dump them out wherever it is. Cool, so that's cool. Captivity is taking a while, isn't it? Is it expensive? Not really. How many have we got sat around? We've wasted quite a lot. Guessing that's probably more to do with these kind of sitting here waiting for eggs. How quickly do you produce it? 0.27. It wants 0.4, so no wonder it's slowed. But that was deliberate, I think, wasn't it? To avoid very too many just sitting there. I mean, we could see what it does with the speed. So, oh, that goes to exactly 0.4. Let's risk it for a biscuit. Yeah, so this isn't really making 0.64 science packs, is it? It's making more like 0.5 because it sits there for a good while. Now, what would that be equivalent to? So on, say, Volcanus, 0.4, 0.8, 1.2, 1.6. .4, because these are quicker. So 1.60. It's actually 0.5. Then a third one would get us a bit closer to parity, but then I would definitely have to go back to Nalvis to make sure we don't get the advantage of it undersupplying it, and obviously they're spoiled as well. But the advantage of undersupplying it is it's just going to eat through every science pack it gets. You know, it's not going to back up or anything and all go spoiled. What I might do is, in fact, why don't we go Bluebell? Why not go Bluebell? I guess it could risk spoiling there, but they do take a couple of hours or something, don't they, to spoil. So captivity about to get done. Nice, and then that's rocket turret. So we can actually start building them. That's magnificent. Rocket turret gives us the coal synthesis recipe as well. Excellent. Wow, looks like we've got 500 carbons already. Interesting. It's not taken very long at all, has it? That's good. Now, what haven't we made? What did we just unlock? We just unlocked the whole captivity thing. Now, can they be made anywhere? Because obviously we want them, really, on Elvis, because we've got to go capture some biters. Oh, we don't have to, but something we will, I'm sure, eventually do. Not least least of all because we need biter eggs. They don't appear to be. It's not. I can't see any conditions that lock it to production here. Because obviously those three we got in abundance on Nalvis. We would have to start moving the bioflux though. Because that is... Well, it didn't look like it has to be... Oh, it didn't say it though, does it? Can you make bioflux on? I thought... No, it doesn't tell you where it's restricted to. Because they're obviously... Oh, it does. Crafted on there. Crafted on there. So you make tungsten plate anywhere. And you make the jelly on anywhere, but I guess you can't get the... Yeah. I don't know. Slimy. Grants burst of movement speed when eaten. Oh, I didn't know they had effects. Grants burst of health regeneration when eaten. Interesting. It didn't even occur to me to try and eat them. Am I just reading that wrong? It appears that actually you could do that on Nalvis. Because you can, with the fish thing, not that I think I've got, did I do I did captivity, didn't I? Oh no, I haven't got the fish breeding. But, where would it be? Let's just search for it. So fish. Yields 5 raw fish. Fish breeding, here we go. Yeah, so that's, I mean, that is locked to Nalvis. But nutrients, at least because we can make the nutrients from spoilage. But can't you make... Yeah, there you go. You can make nutrients from fish as well. So if we were to set up a proper fish farm... I mean, there isn't an animal in the game that we're not going to torture, is there? But if we were to set up a proper fish breeding farm, then that would then... I mean, we could also use that in a sort of loop way. So it would need the Yamako mash and jelly. Is this definitely saying... Can you not... I wonder if he can. Oh my word, that is full, isn't it? Wow, okay. Crikey. We got more than we could shake a stick at. What about these guys? Have these guys filled up? No, the opposite. So we've got loads of the brain seeds. Loads of the mash seeds, but not the brains. Interesting. Is that just... No, there's not. I'm going to increase this number though. So there's plenty in the system. Because all it does is go off and we got so much of it now. What about you? Is this just a lack of bots thing again? No. Oh, there we go. Starting to pull them out now. Cool. Hello, Peachmit. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. You having a good day? Cool. Yeah, so the jelly seeds just don't seem to be being produced at the same sort of volume. I guess part of it is, yeah, because these are, I got loads of that. They're not taking the seeds out, are they? Because the way I've set it. Okay, so maybe it would help if these weren't here. And then we could do trouble is I need a double condition then. We'd do it that way. Maybe because this is, if this is just seeds, it sort of doesn't matter. I don't care if they just pull them out, I guess. I think that's the blocker, because it's got loads and loads of the green stuff, but it's only taking the green stuff out. Or it's only taking the seeds out when the green stuff is less than 1,000. Whereas these guys, because I'm using it in... Oh, that's 1,000 now as well. Okay. Interesting. So we want the same sort of idea where... we actually want to do the seeds, please, rather than the... No mash, please. Good old super force bit. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Now there is. Because then it just takes the seeds out no matter what. But the recipe's not going to run if the whole machine is filled up. Okay. I think that's slightly more comprehensible to my adult brain. We can always go and grab some more of the actual fruits as well. Make ourselves some... Okay, so we're wasting spoilage, so that's good. So we've got excess going on. We have nuclear fuels. So that problem looks like it's fixed. I don't know that there's spare ones though. I guess that they'd been here, wouldn't they, rather than... Okay. Excuse me. Ah, some bots in there. Oh, because it's all delined. Okay. We need to do that, don't we, first. So I think I'm going to be brave. A brave little soldier. And double this up. He says, making sure. I mean, would this be able to... Oh no, it's like full, isn't it? So, what can we chop down that we're either now making locally, or we kind of don't need, or what have you? I guess we could get rid of belts. Want to get rid of them altogether? I'm not doing it with belts at all here. Maybe for your roboports as well? Now that we've got the whole thing built and established. Oh, we did end up with... Yeah, that was because I was struggling to do things. So maybe we take that down. What about... Less sure about reducing the number of loaded. Because obviously they're for the rockets. So we don't really need rocket fuel, do we? Because we're now making it locally. Let's have just a bit. So that frees up lots of spots now. Lots of spaces. Because we do, you know, I think we need to bring some bioflux just to get us started, but it sounds like I can make it on Nauvis. And become sort of self-sufficient there. In other words, I'd probably use Sweet Ride to take some rather than export it as such. But we would need things like carbon fibre because that's used in the recipe, isn't it? So, carbon. Fibre, there we go. Yeah, so we need to be exporting that all over the shop, really. But that doesn't spoil, so that's a good thing to move around. Are they made anywhere? Yeah, they're made anywhere. Interesting. What about your made on... Yeah, has to be made on Aquila. So we'd need to be moving carbon fibre all over the system, I think. That one's still surprising to me. How many of them can you make? Dimension 3 by 1. Interesting. Yeah, so we want to move lots of carbon fibre rather than sort of bio thingy. So this needs to start importing carbon fibre. What do we want to set that on? Let's just do 200 for the sort of proof of principle. I'm going to pump that all the way up to... Am I? Let's put it on 800 to start with. Slowly inching up. Getting braver and braver and braver. This seems to be the biggest issue. The ammo. Because I don't think this has a lot of power when it's here, does it? When it gets to Gleba, it struggles, I think. It slows it down. What we could do... We're at Nauvis, are we? And we've got them on board anyway. Okay. We could bump that up. I think it's, yeah, lack of iron that's the problem, really. I can't put them in. We could maybe increase the... No, it's because it's 8% already, isn't it? We need to speed them up, basically. Because our bottleneck basically might well be... Oh, is that not set up? No, it's not set up. I think that'll help out as well. Cool. Okay. I didn't start making... Oh, I did start making... That's okay. Cool. We've got bio chambers. Towers are making... Some green circuits, okay. Why have we not got green circuits? Yeah, don't know. Oh, but then it is part of the... Wait, so why have we got... Oh, because I've turned the whole thing off. Okay. Why have I turned the whole thing off? Oh, because that's only set on 20. Why is that? What? Oh, that? Oh, okay. There we go. So this request was set on 20, but this one was set on 50. That's the... So I got a, excess, as it were, for when the rocket wants them. Okay. I feel like I'm fiddling about a bit while I sort of wait for science, really. I can imagine we'll be making a much better Path of Exile Diablo. Yeah. I always find it tedious always hitting the same keys or key combinations in those games, and they might offer macros for that. Yeah, that'd be quite good. Maybe that's what he was, Kovrix was referring to. That type of a game. Difficult to know, isn't it? Because it's a bit sort of a weirdly cryptic statement that he made there. Why are you turned off? Eggs are coming. Eggs are coming. Eggs are coming. What I could do is turn them both into active providers and then do like a couple of buffer chests here so that the bots don't have to fly very far. Might help things out ever so slightly. You know, when the actual thing arrives. And then we put it on whatever. Was it 800, I think? Something like that. So it's sort of ready to go. So we'll make these active providers. Just force it out as well. So, how are you doing, Five Legs? Ah, you did it. Coming in. As I said in, I think it was last week, the a numbers go up type thing is I believe what Kovrix was kind of getting at, basically. Is in RPG focus more on the, just like the improving your character, basically, because that's kind of what he said in that interview. But whether it be a Diablo-like or something like that, I don't know, because I was kind of thinking, as I was saying, the whole automation. You've got a team that's really good at building a game where automation and quality of life for the player is kind of paramount. But the other skill set they've got is obviously in 2D art. So if they suddenly go 3D, it's sort of, I don't know, maybe the existing team would be really keen to learn it, but fundamentally it's a new skill set in a sense. Whereas if you just do it in, well, what's this, 2.5D, like a Diablo, then you're kind of, hitting the ground running, aren't you? You're not, right, team needs to go away and learn how to do fully 3D graphics sort of thing. Wow, that is absolute stuff. Is it properly in the network and stuff? Yeah. Wow. Has this improved? Because this is, I guess, part of the other problem. Sort of. By which I mean, no, not at all. So kind of using this at the speed of the other one. Oh, what was that? Ah! Huh. So if you're watching on YouTube, it looks like it might have had a bit of a problem. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay. One thing I know I can. I was trying to do a thing to test out the thing. It's not worked, so. So that might have been trying to upload something. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Well. According to this, I'm pumping out 6,000 kilobits a second. So that could well be a restream problem, couldn't it? Oh wow, it's like a slideshow. Okay. Don't think there's anything you can do about that on YouTube because... Let's have a look at the Twitch. Yeah, Twitch is fine. Yeah, 6,000 kbps bit rate over on Twitch. But YouTube is having a moment. YouTube is having a moment. I wonder if... So that's probably a either a YouTube problem or a restream problem. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. So apologies if you are watching on YouTube. I'll copy the blog. I'll copy the VOD over as a separate thing for anyone who just wants to watch it on catch up. Oh, it now says there's an excellent connection. Okay. The Tinternets, eh? The Tinternets. Always confusing. So yeah, don't know what that was. Apologies on YouTube. It appears you had a bit of a period of poor quality. We still don't appear to have made much progress on our rocket. What about... You. Are you doing another trip back? You're now moving across. Okay, and we're carrying 2, 4, 8. 886. A lovely number. Okay, and we have room for more. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, so we could certainly do another bottle. I might just dump that down, because I'm guessing it's rounding off. For other reasons. Now this. Yeah, so it's all waiting for green science. Good, good, good. So, what we could do, we could go back, basically, to now this, because all I'll be doing is adding on things remotely. We've not had any pentapod attacks, which I'm kind of amazed by. Then I have got a few ranges on the old artillery, so we're not yet looting outside of our, whatchamacallit, cloud. So there's been no attacks for us to have to go and respond to, is what I'm saying. Well, I could do this remotely instead. Just for a bit more of a pain in the bum to do it remotely. Because the other question is whether I'm going to go and, you know, capture some biters and stuff. What have we got in terms of... Nutrients from biter egg. So there's an actual recipe to get me nutrients. Wow, okay. Do we have biochambers on? Because that's the main reason for going back, to be honest with you. Do we have biochambers on? Are they? No, they're not being requested in. So we could make sure there's some stacks of both of those as well. Ah, this could drop down to 200, couldn't it? That'll help speed things up a little bit. I did wonder how viable the whole exporting your ammo, because everyone at the LAN party nobody made ammo on platforms basically. I mean, well, somebody did, people did, but more just because you could and just to experiment with it, rather than they weren't designing platforms that were based around making your ammo in space, and that's where the whole nerfing of the stack sizes came in. I do wonder if it's still relatively viable, because when you get to the point where you're just able to blast rockets into space, the fact that this is capped at 25, that's just 4 rockets. It's not. When you've done so many researches that rockets are, basically one circuit and one LDS type of thing, it's like, oh, is that really going to be a problem? I probably have more difficulty making the amount of uranium, Cool. Okay. The other option, of course, is I build, do a different platform design, basically. Anyway, yeah, we should have done some stuff, some researches. That's good. What did we just unlock? We just unlocked coal synthesis. Okay. So this is what we really want. And I can make some rocket turrets. Excellent. Fun for all the family. So, where do we want to build them? Let's just pop them in here. Like so. Ooh, wood processing as well. Nice. Couple of those in. You've got one of them, that's fine. And then say, I don't know, just do 100 or something. Just let it chug away, because eventually we will need lots of rocket turrets to get us to Aquila. Okay, so that gets us rocket turrets. Now, we then need to mess about with our whole... Making a lot of spoilage, not so much with the seeds, I guess. What was I going to do? I need to make the coal thing. What does it actually use? It is simple coal. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, maybe it's not in my list. Where is it? Visualization. Here we go. No, wrong one. There we go. Coal synthesis. It is made in a chemical plant. Right. So, where do I want to put that? I guess I could add on some here. Like so. And then in fact, let's just use that again. I didn't make a new template, did I? And I've got 2 read ingredients. Let's set recipe, coal. You're going to be coal, of all things. A bizarre thing to be. Oh.
Fever
Thank you,
Magician
Frankie
just
Magician.
donated £50 to Medsan Sandsford, UK.
That's very generous. Thank you very much. That's very, very much appreciated. Wow. I'm going to be spending... Oh, cracky. I've not been looking at the chat at all. Sorry about that. Hello, Knickknacks. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. What are you planning to do with the biochambers on other planets? I was going to make bioflux. I don't know if that works or not, though. I guess the fish nutrient recipe doesn't need biochambers. I haven't probably looked at it, obviously. It's all new since I did it at the land party. But I was thinking about using them to make the, breed the fish and all that sort of stuff. Because there is an achievement as well about eating a legendary fish, isn't it? What's up, Trizzy? I finally got some spooders onto Nalvis. Some spooders. Cool. Did you make them on Gleba, or did you make them on Nalvis? Because looking at the recipes, it looks like you can just make them on Nalvis, I think. Which is what I was going to try and do. But if it's easier to export them, then kind of let me know. But hello, and welcome, and thank you very much for the donations. Very kind. Because I remember last week we were talking about how useless they are outside of Gleba. Yeah. I think I might have changed my mind on that. I think actually they're not totally useless. I think cryo chambers are still better because I think they do most of the things. But yeah, am I really close to the rockets? Or what's going on here? We seem to be rocketing to death. Or is that all the? That must be all the science going up. Cool. I'm surprised it's so loud from over here. But yeah, they probably are. I'm just giving it a go. see what it's all about. I think they buffered the base speed. They buffed the base speed, which means legs give even more bonus speed. Wow. They also seem to wobble less, so they switch direction faster. That and the rocket acceleration buff. Rocket acceleration buff. I'm not sure which one that is. Combat is now smooth and easy. And yes, thank you for the donation. So So there's going to be a community post on YouTube which will explain exactly what the donations do. But the idea is that in a week's time, so next Sunday, the 15th. I won't play the trailer again. I'm going to be... What I could do... Didn't I set up a thing? Hang on, sorry. I've been messing about because I don't want to do it all this week because it's a thing. But what I might be able to do... Just to explain it to you all, because we're about halfway through now. Honestly, it's incredibly loud, isn't it? It's like it's playing the rockets thing, even like at the same volume, even though I'm not. I wonder if it's a bug, basically. What's the scene that it's on? Hang on a second. So this one. There we go. So next Sunday. I'm going to do a proper, use the hashtag together for good. I don't know whether you've got the rewards for doing that. I should have added it on today, but it said a thing about how they're going to put it on the front page and, therefore people could come in and you have to they recommend setting it on follower chat and all this sort of stuff. So I didn't want to put that on just, because I was messing about doing this last minute. But basically what I have is a version of, in fact, I can possibly, can I show it? So, no, it's probably best if I don't. Basically, the way they did the beta, the way they did the LAN party, is you could download it from WiiWii website like you would the normal Factorio version, when you sync up your account and all that sort of stuff. And those all got scrubbed, as far as I'm aware. There's no way of downloading them now. But I have version 1.2.20 in a zip file, basically. So I can just install that, and it doesn't force the update. They may be watching and it's going to do it, but basically you can tell it not to search for an update. So basically I can play on a pre-release version of the game still. Therefore, what I was going to do is load up our save from the LAN party, because I've never shown it. I've never mentioned it on... Well, I've mentioned it, but I've never shown it on stream. I've never giving you a tour basically. And the idea is that we start off the stream next week with a bit of a tour of the LAN party, and it will have all the recipes still working. So all of the changes they made, which kill off recipes and fix things, and they wouldn't be active, they will still be active. So you will be able to see Space Science in Space, how it worked. You'll be able to see, because that far, I mean, I didn't do a lot of it, I moaned about the other players, but they did get a long way. They did a lot of researches on other planets where I wasn't. But I'll be able to show you my Falgora base, which was belt based rather than bots, and we can go and have a look at the Gleba and Volcanus. I was so I didn't play on those. They were building a ship to take them to Aquilo. From basically they were making rocket launchers on Gleba, and like that was the bit that was missing. So there is a ship that's almost ready to go. So we can go to Aquilo, and I don't think there's any real changes there. But we can see that. But you can also then see what the original end game was. So what the original win condition. I may not be able to get there, but what you had to do for the original win condition, it's not massively different. But yeah, so there's all sorts of things like that I can show you live, basically. That rather than just sort of talk about them, which is what I've been doing. So that's one thing. That's the start of the stream. And now, since Bacon has kindly donated, the other part of it, as it says there, is Gleba Purgatory. So every £5 we raise, and I'm donating 50 quid, so we're already at 100. But every £5 we raise is like 15 minutes on Gleba, basically. I will be streaming basically all day. I'll be taking breaks, but I've got I can do about 8 or 9 hours. So basically, you've got the chance to effectively cage me on Gleba for that entire playthrough, and I'll have to do everything remotely as well as having to deal with Gleba. And the thing about that is that's old Gleba. So that's the Gleba that Troopin did the video about, that everybody hates Gleba, basically. So it's not got the fixes and changes that this has got. It's got the old stuff. So there is mining with small iron patches and all that sort of stuff. There's no, the bacteria thing came in after that. So you'll basically be able to see all of that stuff and force me essentially to play that. And it sounds like I'm going to be there all day now. So there you go. Well, yeah, thank you very much. I made the rocket turrets on Gleba and shipped to Nauvis. Okay. I bought some pentapods to Nauvis, but they died shortly. Oh, really? You can actually get them there, can you? How do you do that then? So you can actually, put the eggs in? Oh, yeah, you can put the eggs, I guess, in the thing. Yeah, let's go back to the game. Sorry. So yeah, that was just to explain the stream. There's a community post that I'm going up on my YouTube, which explains it all. But that's what it's all about, basically, next week. Biochambers are iffy off planet, mostly because they still need nutrient. Okay. But on Nauvis, you can turn fish into nutrient, can't you? That's what I'm thinking. But the 50% prod bonus and extra module slot are helpful for oil-strapped planets like Volcanus. Interesting. I like the jelly yum. Totally forgot that that was shown on the Friday Facts. Yeah. Which is jelly yum? Jelly yum's the green stuff, isn't it? No. Yeah, that is. Oh, you mean on the preview video, the little trailer I did? Yeah, that was, yeah, they did it slightly different. You'll be able to also see there are a lot of placeholder icons in it. They did a lot of work on icons. So I'll be able to kind of show you them. Bioflex is just literally Salford that's been recoloured, basically. Although it's got the actual in-game icon, it's just not the recipe icon. Is Valkus really oil limited though? You could get plenty of coal, and calcite can never be a bottleneck. This is coming from someone who liked Gleba so much. I did the biochamber recipes on Nauvis and Volcanus just to extend my time with Gleba. I really want to see old Gleba. I'll be able to show it to you and you can see it. The base that they made was quite... The whole, just keeping things moving isn't really factored into the base. So this is one of the things I'll have to work on next week, is basically, in order for it to become practical. Because I could just, do nothing basically, but it gets very bottlenecked very quickly, and then the whole base just crashes to a halt because there's no throughput. Basically, there's no continuous throughput. It's not the resources so much as coal liquefaction is really bad at making plastics compared to typical oil processes. Interesting. What are the Fs for? Oh, did it go off? Sorry. No, that's the wrong button. Clicked on the wrong thing there. Apologies if it went down. Did you see the screen saying what the charity thing is going to be? Or was it not? Have I got? So everything that's come through. Interesting. Why did that fail? Maybe there is something wrong with my internet then if it's also failing on Twitch. Back now. My experience, even petroleum is just not a bottleneck. My volcano space regularly backs up on petrogas and I have to purge it. There you are. Okay. Maybe it was just the camera that died, was it? Or I'll see if... Oh! It's completely stopped on YouTube. Okay. Okay. Wow, okay. 454 offline. I don't know. How would you restart that then? I wonder if there's a button in Restream. Because it's telling me it's streaming on YouTube. Wow. I'll just re-upload the VOD. Oh no, it's back again. So there's a new link. There's a new stream basically on YouTube. Wow. So it's just basically restarted it. Okay. Oh dear. I hope it didn't do it this next week. Not charity special. What's there? What's that one? And then, yeah. So a new stream has started. It's done all that automatically. I didn't do anything there. Where's gaming? Factorio. Oops. Save. And then I need to monitor it. So it didn't give me any warnings about that. Okay. There you go. And so it's a separate one. It's not even continued the old stream. Okay. Cut out reading my messages. Okay. The storm. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Oh wow, that's all full. Okay. So we are backing up on. Okay. What it can do. I wonder where I got to. Well, if you saw the explanation about what the stream is next week, then I think that'll do. But sorry about that. It could well be the storm. I hadn't really thought about that. We're basically having storm, whatever it's called, and it could well be affecting. I'm trying to do the filter and not thinking about it. If we do the spoilage, in fact, it probably not spoil them. We do that. Just do that. Yeah, so there's a storm happening. Oh. You're in the way, are you? Okay. In the UK at the moment. And it could well be affecting the internet. I mean, I haven't noticed anything in terms of being, watching the internet this morning type thing. Watching the YouTubes and all that sort of stuff. So I'd sort of assumed it was all okay here. Because we haven't got the worst of it. But yeah, could be. Could be the storm. And then we're going to get the same problem there, aren't we? Yeah. That's annoying. So actually... Okay, then you just rebuild these. Take that down the bottom, so. Okay. We seem to have flipped onto a non-Gleba recipe, so I'm assuming logistics has been happening. But I need to get these leather stuffs done. I'm guessing this will also probably knacker anything up over there. If I just kill them off, and then we put all of the... Oh, so that you actually got to do the thing. Okay. And then Spidey as well. And that one. Don't think I care about the order on them. I guess let's have Spidey a bit early. Okay. Oh, we're getting a fast research there. So yeah, I think we're okay. No health tech yet, how will you survive? Indeed. Where is that then, the health tech? Oh, that one there. That is just literally an infinite health rolling round, is it? Because this one is you make equipment, isn't it? Not that I ever made any, I realised that was even a thing. We could also, in theory, I guess, once we get the astro processing, do that one. So let's actually pop that on earlier. This is such a bizarre... I mean, I don't know. Is that for people who don't want to use, you know, mech armor and stuff? That seems like a very strange thing to have added. But surely the answer is more shields, isn't it? That's like the proper answer to the question of combat's too hard, as it were. Oh, this spoilage. I'm making a right mess. I finally got to epic quality. It was good to see that purple colour. Reminds me of when we got to a new division in Rocket League. Epic is the purple one, is it? It still means so... It means nothing. It's still, you know, common, uncommon, whatever it is. Rare, is it? Epic? Still, you know, I just never played those sorts of games, you know. The loot, the whole BioWare loot thing. So it's just not part of my you know, vernacular, as it were. My girlfriend noted that the infinite health research is just yellow and grey, which is the base sciences needed for military upgrade. So if you're waiting to buffer up for a prod research, you can research some health. I guess, yeah, just sort of a fill-in sort of a thing then. Made to make the golem achievement easier? Oh, it could be, yeah. Get hit by a train, that one. More health means less shields. More means more space in armour. Could be, yeah. Could be that. That could be the thinking, I guess. So to me, it just seems a very weird thing to do. You know, this guy on Legendary, the equipment grid is like that big. It's difficult to actually fill it with stuff that... And with fusion power as well, that actually like uses the capacity in a sense. Cool. What's Five Legs doing? Waiting for more sciences. So we're getting to the point where they're not being produced quick enough. Which is probably more a reflection. Yeah, we have no bots. Okay. The answer is always more bots. Okay. I guess I could probably send you... Oh, you're on a round trip. Okay. That's cool. Well done. Nice move. Yeah, it's not made enough for a thing, has it? But what I could do... I wonder, could I? 2, 4, 6, 8... Because I could give this a custom payload size, couldn't I? Don't appear to have done anything there. In fact, it's got... Oh, it's not that. It's it's waiting on ammo again. It's obviously done a thing. Okay, fine. I still haven't made any coal, have I? Because I didn't hook up the water. Because I forgot to do that bit. Yeah, I assume they have balanced it such that you don't end up with some infinite loop. Well, it's quite a quick recipe, isn't it? What's it got? So 0.5 a second for just one of them. Okay. And then the explosive, 0.25. So if we have 3, then we're overproducing. Have we seriously got no carbon? We got loads of carbon. What you waiting for? When it does this one, it doesn't factor in. I worked it out. It doesn't factor in the whole speed of the machine thing, because when it does the, when you right-click copy, it factors in like the speed of the machine and stuff and how many it's actually using. Whereas this is just based on, well, the recipe is X, so that's why it mismatches basically. I believe. Okay, so we got 3 of them. I think coal was all we needed coal for was that. Yeah, so I'm planning on doing fish with the biochambers. Oh, you can do biter egg nutrients as well. Okay. What we're going to do? Have we made any rocket tubs? This is the thing. Yes, we have. Look at this. Made loads of them. Not 100, but loads of them. Carbon fibre and launchers are on the way. Excellent. Excellent. We're waiting on nutrients for things. Could do with more of that, couldn't I? I didn't know you added a couple. Do we have lots of... Not lots, we've got some, and it needs more nutrients, so... Pop a couple in. Did we ever fill out... No. I guess it's taken them there because that's the closest one. Or it's that one that needs the seeds. Oh, wow. I thought they sort of tweaked to the whole nearest thing. I don't seem to have really changed it. Anyway, I wonder if we've made more of the soil. We have, yes, so we could... If you're going to focus on this close one, then let's give you some more places to plant the things. Cool. And so we've done the carbon. Oh, coal rather. We've done rocket turrets. Have we made rockets? I can't see them. Yes. Made 470 rockets. Oh no, of course we had 200 or something in stock, didn't we? Where have you taken them then? Oh, I must have had 400 in stock. So we made a few. That's the point. And yeah, it's not got too much iron plate because I guess we're using it somewhere else. Maybe to make. Oh, I put this on a ridiculous number, didn't I? So yeah, it's probably sucked up all the iron plate, I think. That's fine, no problems. What else have we got available that we haven't made? I don't think there is anything, is there? Because it's all we need to go to Nalvis and start shooting biter nests with capture thingies. Aren't they in somewhere else, the capture pods? Not actually in military, are they? Oh no, they are. There you go. So we need bioflux, but we could import some of that if we can't set it up quickly. Just using Sweet Ride, you know, temporary thing. Okay. Let's have a look. So this guy, I don't think I'm fussed about doing anything level 3 module wise. Although they are relatively easy to make, aren't they, with spoilage. He or she requires just Nalvis-based things. Quality is obviously just a kind of a setting thing. Stack inserters. So they need jelly. So maybe I should put them earlier. And we can make a few of them. If we, you know, if I decide we're going down that route, we could also put other capacity research. Yeah, fine, whatever. Productivity would be interesting, I guess, but this whole chain is really about going back to Nalvis. Because the biolab is just a research, isn't it? But you need eggs. So yeah, we'd have to start messing about with that whole thing, basically. I like this string. This is an interesting one. Because there's a prod research. We could stick a prod research on. Because the plastic does as well. Yeah, okay. Let's just leave it like that then. If I forget and we end up with that. So what did we just do? Ah, tool belt equipment. I quite like to make one of them just to see what it's all about. Are you planning on spinning up a quality base? This was to bacon. Quality base right now, or are you waiting for Legendary to really get into it? I've been doing quality all game, to be honest. Even early game before I leave Nalvis, I put basic quality mods in red and green chips, make selling modules for rocket, silo and space platform. Mostly I use quality for space platform entities and personal armour. Yeah, that's my sort of approach to it, I think, is to focus on space platform stuff and personal equipment early game. Quality modules in intermediates is just annoying. Before recyclers and legendary, I found it much more reliable to use the modules on end products and just upcycle them. Oh yeah, the only exception for me is red-green chips, so I can make early modules, but even that is questionable. I can't imagine going back to 1.1 must feel miserable without all this quality of life. There are a lot of quality of life stuff in there in 1.1, but yeah, it's going to be confusing, I think. True, that's why I'm waiting for Erendor to update SE before I go back to it. I shudder every time I think of having to play within 1.1, but also I want it so bad. Oh, you mean 1.1 as in... Yeah, so I thought you meant... Because it was 1.2 was what they called the like intermediate version. I misunderstood that as that one. But yeah, 1.2 had quite a lot of the quality of life stuff in it. It worked differently, so that's what's going to be confusing for me. The mech armor is amazing. Never knew I needed it. I have like 8 quality 4 legs. And I can fly around exploring crazy fast. The mech armor is amazing. Never knew. Oh, sorry. Wait till you have 500 personal robots. Every single blueprint you have is completed in a single bot trip. Yeah, the bots is another good one to focus on for quality, because the boosts they get are pretty awesome. And it's like a force multiplier thing where, just one. I mean, I haven't done it, but it is a good one to do. They obviously get more health, but they can hold more charge, and it's like 3, 6, 9, 12. So each one, so an uncommon bot is like having two charges in bots, and then what we got. Flying speed, I think that one is that doubling each time or adding on, another factor. So effectively, one uncommon bot is like 2 common bots, and one rare bot is like 3 uncommon bots, and 4 is like 4 uncommon bots. So a legendary bot is basically like having 5 bots, and of course you can carry them, stacked to the same size. So it's literally like having, if you have a stack of legendary bots, it's like having 5 stacks of regular bots, effectively. Cool, okay, so we could like preset that up, I guess. What was the thing we unlocked? I'm getting quite confused. Because a big part is there's not a lot left for me to do here that I couldn't do remotely. It's got the rockets on the go. We've got loads of turrets. I guess I could add them onto this request here, maybe? Just so that we got some knocking about. Quite like to put them on you as well. How about we put one there? Fun and games for all the family. A lovely, lovely rocket turret. I was going to add on carbon fibre. Let's get a bit of that imported as well. Oh, there is none. Interesting. Available on planet 503. Oh, I guess that's just red because it's not got rockets to send up, has it? Which is another point, we could add on more rocket silos. What to think about that? So that means it's got some... We'll get some carbon fibre in. Do we want to add on another rocket silo? So, we need to build one, obviously. But it's not too hard. Guess we should have all the stuff from when we were requesting it in. Yeah, so those guys, as I say, we will try and make Bioflux. And we can always send, Sweet Ride to make us some. That'll get us the whole captive biter thing. Can't really do anything with it. Oh no, we've done the Biolab, have we? No. No. What technology is that? Oh, I see. We need to actually go and get some biters, okay. Okay. So I went back and looked at the 1.1 patch notes, and it's insane how many of the features I use all the time only came in 1.1. Like Spider-Mans didn't even have logistics in 1.0. How did we play this game back then? 1.14.10, that's how. I'm sure that's referring to. Spider-Tron remotes works great. Smart belt dragging, ghost power pole dragging, ghost underground dragging, blueprint grid snapping, planners and blueprints from map mode. Yeah, they were all quite towards the end, I think. Ghost power. I thought ghost power poles was ghost power pole dragging was earlier. 1.1. Interesting. Yeah, you get so used to certain things and like just assume that they've always been there, but as it turns out, no. Look at that. So yeah, I got far too much of that production, haven't I? And then, oh wait, no, we're still struggling here. Slightly mad, isn't it? Because they're just sort of full. Interesting. And is it the whole... We're just not processing it up? I mean, if we got all that jelly yum stuff, just sat waiting, I guess it's not a problem. But it just feels weird that it's so disproportionate. Okay, how have we made our silo? Nearly. If I turn that off, I think I'm going back. Because this would just be a assembler machine. Probably not going to bother with them. Until we get to like needing them for something. And we'll make them on Nalvis anyway, because it's just spoilage. We can create spoilage no problem. No problem. That is all stuff I either am making on Nalvis, or I could make on Nalvis. Again, that's just an effect. Those are just alternate recipes on the platform. That's a prod bonus. So the other thing we would want to make is the whole biter lab. And that's a Nalvis exclusive anyway. Yeah, so we want to get to that. To at least have it unlocked. But otherwise, we're talking about, you know, getting some buffs on the go. What else? Explosives is now that one. Any other green sciences that we'd want? I mean, I suppose there's a productivity on the asteroids as well. So yeah, what we're missing here is just the biter egg side of it, which we've got to do. Okay, so how are we doing on time? 5:30. Well, it's probably perfect time to go back then, isn't it? To Nelvis. Where am I going? I'm going completely the other way. Right, so what I need to do then, yes, is get rid of my junk. How about we put that one in there? Let's dump that. Turn off them. Can't take ammo, can I? And get rid of that. I guess I could check. I think that's what I arrived with. I don't think I've changed it. Don't know. Okay, dump all of them out. I'm going to end up with planets that are just full of, you know, stuff, basically. Is Sweet Ride here? No, yes. And has it picked up carbons? Yes, it has. And some rocket turrets, excellent. Do we want to... Because the bio... This lasts ages, doesn't it? What's its spoil time? 2 hours, yeah. But will I be up and running by the time that'll go defunct? Yeah, let's leave it for now. And we can order some in. It wouldn't take long. Old school reference to the old boiler ratios. Oh, I see. I didn't tweak that at all. Wasn't it a 1:14? Was it 1:14? Oh, I don't know. You don't even need to bother now, do you? Just sort of chuck it all in, and it's really about feeding it from the belts. You know, that's your problem now, I think, isn't it? Right. So if we head to Nelvis, this platform has worked remarkably well, I think. I think if I was to start replacing the other platforms, this is what I'd need to go with, I think. Because it's got a nice big storage, which means I can just have them floating around with loads of stuff on them, basically. It never seems to run down on belts. And of course we've got the prod researches now, I think, which apply to the basic recipes as well. Cool. I mean, look, YouTube seems to be running. What's happened over there? I don't know. Yeah, I'll get the VOD uploaded so that at least there's a continuous, you know, thingy on there. But I don't know what the problem was. Oh, we're there. We're there. Cool. Planet. There we are. Back at home. What we could do I'll fire. Let's pop that one back to our auto request. Lack of blue circuits, eh? Lack of green circuits. Lack of iron. Supposed to we do have much more demand for iron now. Maybe I should just drop that down. Okay. How are we doing? The thing I'm most amazed about is that we didn't end up with biolabs just stuffed full of spoilage. Not biolabs, normal labs. I kind of just assumed I would end up having to come and fix them, but cool. What we need to do then is find which make everything in my way. It's up here. Okay. I got like 3 different saves basically. All got a completely different approach to make everything. Let's go. Yeah, I'll just dash up. I didn't want to cut off the requests. Whatever. This is more than I'm going to be able to hold, isn't it? But then why do I need yellow belts anymore? What possible purpose have they got? Cool. Now. I'm pretty sure I'm making rockets in here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so can we make some of these guys? We can. We would need bio lux. Oh, they're not rocket based. Okay. We obviously launch them out of rocket launchers. So if we pop that on, actually, this way. Right. And then... because they don't have a shelf life, do they? Yeah, they're infinite. Cool. Because this is going to be one of the tricky parts. We need to capture some biters, or biter nests, and they're very evolved, and we have behemoths and all sorts. So, yeah. I can't see them. They're there. Let's just do a stack of them. So, there's that. But we need to make bioflux. And bioflux is a recipe you've got. That requires Yamako and jelly. So the other option is obviously we import some. We need to be able to feed the biter nests bioflux. Is that the only way we can make bioflux? Is from mash and jelly? Yeah, so we do need to be importing it. Okay. In that case, it needs to go on your list, doesn't it? Question with that one. Let's just do 100. You're at Nalvis, okay. Question with it is whether I'm making enough. Oh, crikey. Okay. Entire chests of it. Excellent. In that case, what you're waiting on? You don't want to import them from... You want to import them from Gleba. Yeah, let's put that on 200, I guess, then. So, this also needs nutrients. But we can make nutrients from fish. We can make it from bioflux as well. So we could just have one here as well, next to it. Doing the whole bioflux thing. Bioflux nutrients. It needs nutrients to start though, obviously. So, if we also have... That's too close, isn't it? Also have... No. There. Then you can do spoilage to nutrients. Which obviously needs nutrients as well. But can't we make... Eaten by... Used in... made, yeah, so we can make... We can actually do that one. Using a regular thing. Because there's probably spoilage here, I would expect. Because I'll have accidentally got some fish and stuff. What are we looking for? We're looking for... You need to be... Nutrients as well. Nutrients. Probably better to have that a bit bigger number. Just... Because it just loops around anyway, so... That's no problem. Yeah, 741, okay. That's a lot of fish I've accidentally killed. The sacrifice will not be in vain. What was I going to use that one for? Or did I just put 2 down by accident? Because... That just needs the bioflux, isn't it? What was I going to make in there? It just needs bioflux and I'm importing bioflux. I guess I was obviously going to do... Was I? What's I going to make in there? I mean, we need to be processing those. Maybe I was going to do the fish breeding. I don't remember doing that then. Saying that then. You buy a place, you buy a sulfur. Nutrients from bioflux. I was going to have 2 of them. 5, 2, 6. It makes 40. I don't need 2 of them. I guess we could set fish breeding up. Need water. Where's water? Here we go. So, open it on there maybe. So there's got water. It would need fish. We need nutrients, so we're going to need to seed it with some fish. Well, now we're going to do that. I guess we could go quality. Oh. Cannot be used in this recipe. Do you have to recycle them then to get the legendary fish? I guess if it survives going through a recycler, it is a bit of a legend, isn't it, really? Okay. There we go. Ironically, that's perfectly already done. Yes, we'd need fish, and they would obviously turn into spoilage. So that gives us an infinitely, viable source of spoilage, as well as actual fish, which I can sort out later. So we need the bioflux to come in. Why has this not come here yet? On the way 600, which has just suddenly gone to none. On the way 322. That's a very precise number. Just waiting on them. Not enough to fill one rocket. Even though there's 500. Is it got a weird super high stack size then? 1,000. Wow. Okay. So I don't want to do that. I want a custom payload of 200, I guess. 1,000 in a rocket. Crikey. Are the biters that hungry? Something fishy about that recipe? That's very good. Very good indeed. Where's it? Oh, I guess it's distributed it across different ones, isn't it? Let's get more spoilage in here. So, we would need to find some fish. I guess with the mech suit, I can just go out and fish in the middle of the lake now. You can't hide from me now. Yeah, look at that. Apparently there's like a finite number of fish. Because of how it does it, basically. Which is like the real, like that sort of underlying reason why they put that, recipe in, basically, because otherwise you could, in theory, run out of fish. 29 fishes. We could also, we can set up, rocket turrets here and that. Oh wow, so all of that I didn't make a single... Level 3. Oh no, I've already got them. Okay. I've taken them. Where would we put the... Where's a good place for the rocket turrets? How about... Just here, I guess. Rocket launchers, am I not making rocket launchers? I guess I wouldn't be. I guess I wouldn't be. Oops. So this needs to be launchers. Launcher. that needs a little bit of a logic condition. Oh, I can't do both, can I? I could just have it be... Because for some reason, it's a radio button, not a series of checkboxes. Because for some reason I don't think you would want to do both read the contents and accept the requests. Why would you? Okay, so if we just do that based on logistics and say 50. No, 10. No, over 10. What am I trying to achieve? I don't think I can limit it. We'll just have to rely on the bots to do it. Okay. What are you waiting on? Oh, of course, these things. It's them. Okay. So that's a local production of rocket turrets. Did I actually do Spidertrons? Or is that later in the list? Okay. Alex, 2,500 versus 3. Well, might as well do that. Modules, I guess. First. Yeah. Have we made any of these guys? We have. I guess I need a rocket then. I don't want all of that. Yeah, I could just pop it on here. So if I make sure that I've got a rocket launcher, and say a stack of them. 10, that doesn't seem very many. Okay. No spare ones. How many rocket launchers do you need? 4. Yeah, I guess because it is the Spidertron head thing, isn't it? Let me just make one then, I guess. Okay, so I've now got a rocket launcher. We can swap that out. Let's put you there. Oops, no, wrong thing. There. There. Grab that. If we put... Where is it? There it is. There's our filter there. Cool. Have we made any? Has the thing done the thing? We've used up all our spoilage. What's the... Spoil time 2 hours, 5 minutes and 50 seconds. What? Why is that such a weird time? I guess let's try to account for, if you're trying to make it into something else that's 2 hour long spoilage. That seems a very random time. I wonder if there's some buff I've done that's increased it. Huh. 2 hours, 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Or maybe it equates to something. Some reference to something. That's a very random time, isn't it? Yeah. We're out of nutrients because our fish have not spoiled yet. Apparently we're still not got bioflux in. What are you waiting on? Ah, have we run out of rockets maybe? As soon as I leave, it all collapses. Yeah, we're not got any rockets, have we? Because we ain't got any blue circuits. So yeah, this did need to stay at 300 for the blue circuits, I think. I'm looking at the wrong rocket thing. Yeah. How about we get you to do a round trip then? We could also send you back with some. Oh, I should already have some with the side. Where are you? Oh, you're at Gleba. I guess you would be because I've been assuming it's coming back. So let's get you to stop. This. Okay. So we don't have spoilage, so we can't make any of the things. We don't have bioflux. That was dumb, wasn't it? Because I should have put bioflux on here as well. Get some flow in. Oh. And in fact, we might just... If we take these to short times and it will just go back and forth. That's all well and good. Still waiting then. Fortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to go out and capture any biters. What I don't know, do these have... That was weird. The music just sort of stopped. No, so you can't do filters on personal lasers, can you? Yeah, so we would need some kind of... What we could do is maybe make use of that area. That might work. Let's go over. If we turn off... oh, I can't turn them off, can I? I can take them out. Put more shields in. Where are we? That way. Because what we could do is we could kind of wall this off and effectively make it part of our base. And it gives us like an area where we've got some biter nests. They could then also be self-contained because I could move stuff over with, like, you know, elevated rail. I don't know why I want to do that. It just feels nice to have a biter zoo, basically. Interesting. Do I need all of those? Or can I get a bit more speed instead? So ideally we need to wipe up the worms at the least. Well, that's all wormy there, so we could probably get some fun with artillery on the go. I'm using the wrong button again. You could probably go fairly easily. Yeah, maybe. Walk it to target, maybe? And you two can go. Squeeze that in. Take them out. Okay, so let's get rid of that one. Oops. Oh, don't, no. I'm not paying attention again. Is that all the worms gone? Not quite. What about you two? And there should be one. Yeah, there's one sort of trapped in there. So if we flip to... Well, I haven't got a good weapon for that, have I? Let's get a machine gun, which is hopefully knocking about somewhere. Oops, don't want 10 of them. And then we should have the ammo. Oh, I'm not in range of my things. Machine gun's more of a precision weapon, I guess. Don't want the shotgun equipped, certainly. So we have that and that. Because I can't target filter the personalised defence, and obviously this is just whatever I'm pointing at. So I guess we need some kind of little build. Of like a protective thing. And I'm going to need bionutrient on me because you have to feed it to the actual... Oh! I guess I made them angry enough that they came round. Oh, of course the artillery shots would have come that way. Okay. How are we doing on platforms coming back and forth? You're going from... Oh, thank you for the raid, Gentleman Scientist. I'm afraid I'm literally about to end. Well, thank you very much for the raid. Very, very kind. Hello, hello. Welcome all. So I'm just about to end at 6 o'clock. Are you playing... I got the same. You playing Factorio? I saw you've been playing it recently. I'm guessing you're probably way further ahead than me. We are just about to arrive at Gleba with this platform, and it should have enough room, I hope, to pick up everything we need. But let's have a look when it gets there. The problem, of course, is the lack of rockets, but then it will drop those down. Did you arrive and provide stuff? Where are you? You are at Nauvis, okay. What are you waiting on? Nuclear fuel, okay. Is that a problem area? No, you're just waiting for it to fire a rocket, okay. What else? 100 rocket fuel. Again, just waiting for it to arrive. Okay. So we're a bit low on supplies, aren't we? Only got 521 sciences on the planet. Why is that? Have we... No, just waiting, I guess, on eggs and things. Oh. Got ready just before stopping recording. Got to run, sorry, have a good one. Yeah, and you? Hope you had a good stream. And, see you around. I guess if there's any... I guess if we're forwarding on... because I'm literally about to stop. I'm gonna tell you about what I'm doing next week, and explain all about that. But if there's anyone left, I'm happy to do a forwarding on type raid. But I don't usually do raids. But since you're all here unexpectedly, and then it passed on again, if you've got suggestions, then do please feel free to chuck them in chat. Looks like the rockets are happening now, though. That's good. That is a good thing. Okay. How short is it? You know, how many sciences do we need? 124 on the way. 400 available. So we're going to be a good chunk of the way off of making that, aren't we? Maybe I should drop this back down to 600s. Since I've caused a weird sort of a bottleneck. We've got plenty of the old bioflux though. That's good. How many on the planet? Only a couple of hundred, okay. Total on planet 474. Okay. Problem really seems to be the patheticness of the iron production, which I'm sort of amazed by. Guess I could just chuck some more in. Can I fit some more in there? Cool. I guess that won't be helping as well. What's that set on? That's only 100. I wonder what it's using. What's it using steel for here? This uses one of these, doesn't it? Yeah, there's steel there, but it's all stopped. Not using any more steel. I wonder how much. Okay. Because we would get some iron out of that as well, wouldn't we? I think. Oh no, you just get the fuel now, don't you? Okay. So that's not an easy solution to give us more. Look at all that iron. Why are you not pulling that iron in? I guess you are in a sense, but you're just not making enough. See, I should set up the whole metal smelty. Way more productive, but I need to get calcite in, I can't be bothered, etc, etc. Let's build another one of them, I guess. It's the iron that's the problem, it's not the green circuits. Yeah, starting to get some. Okay, so is 5 legs segment? Oh, it's on the way. Cool. Okay, that's okay then. It's moving. Right, so we are going to leave it there, but the plan next time, which will be tomorrow, as per, is to enslave, breed the biters. Cool. That's what we need to do next, is get that so that we can get the biolab. Stack inserter is literally just about to pop, which is nice, not that we really need it. But that then will get us... Well, we need to do advanced slice processing as well, but that will get us the biolab, which will help out with our science. We'll be sort of instantly doubling our science value, as it were, so that will help out a lot. And then we can think about Aquilo. Yeah, but hopefully, as per the plan, we will get all of the green sciences done this weekend. So let me pop on. We'll have to see if this works as well. So it's a separate thing, isn't it? Hang on a sec. What is the scene of that? That is that one there. So the thing I need to explain, the thing I want to cover I was talking about is next Sunday. I will be doing a special stream where it's a charity stream. I'll enable the tag properly. If you wanted to donate now, then you can. It is open. I will be popping in £50 myself into the charity because that's basically, well, I'm topping it up, but that's the subscriptions and donations and bits and all that sort of stuff that I've had. I usually give that to charity, basically. So there was one earlier in the year, and I usually give it to charity because, I mean, it's a small amount, tiny streamer, and I have a full-time job and stuff, so I like to just pass that on, basically. So we were, and thank you to a very kind donation from Baker Magician. We already have £50 in the kitty, so that'll take it up to 100. And what that basically means is part of the stream will be me going to Gleba and being trapped in Gleba purgatory. And for every £5 that's been donated, I'll be spending 15 minutes there, an extra, 50 minutes. There is a limit on that, though, because I do have a job and I can't be there infinite amounts of time because I'll need to get up on Monday in order to go and do my job, basically. So we will be capping the entire stream at, well, I'll probably go till 9 o'clock latest, and I'll start earlier at 12 o'clock GMT. Where I will be at Gleba Purgatory is something a bit different because I still have the LAN, the 1.2.20, which was a version of the intermediate, what would you call it? Version of the game post LAN, but before a lot of the changes happened. So all of when you saw the Friday Facts post about the I don't know what you call it, refactoring, changing of Gleba to introduce the bacteria and rebalance what benefits you got out of it, etc., etc. I forgot to pause the game, sorry. All of that happened after version 1.2.20. So what I'll be able to show you in the first part of the stream, the first hour, 12 o'clock, will be the original recipes. So you'll be able to see what space science in space actually looked like with uranium. You'll be able to see the pre change to Gleba, how that all looked. There's also some other tweaks and changes that they had. For example, they showed demolishers in a very different way on the map. They showed an actual path that they would travel along, and I can explain why that was so confusing to people. I have done a teaser trailer that is available on my YouTube channel. If you want to get a little sneaky peek of that, what that's all about, then you can look at that there. There will also be a community post now on my YouTube channel, which we'll come to in a second, where you'll be able to see all the details of what's going on. But basically, first hour, I'll be loading up by the LAN save in the version 1.2.20, the intermediate version, the sort of version between the LAN and the actual release, and we will be playing on that stream. So I will also be showing off what everybody achieved at the LAN party in my team. They did do a lot. I there's almost a part of it's like a makeup because I'd come across maybe as being sort of negative on what people were doing, but they did do loads. They were, basically Gleba, and they were basically getting to a point where they were about to go to Aquilo when the whole event ended. So they've done loads and they've done loads of research. So you can see all of those and see what changed and all that sort of stuff. You can also see what the original end of the game, because it didn't involve the Shattered Planet, basically. So it was ever so slightly different. So that's what's all and that'll be next Sunday. I say I'll turn the tag on next week so that if you wanted to donate, you can say donate now. I'll be donating to Médecins Sans Frontières, or Doctors Without Borders, which is a charity. In fact, I could just quickly show that quickly. If we do that there, pop that on. If you've never heard of them, and basically, Médecins Sans Frontières is a charity that pays for doctors to go to like disaster areas and war zones and that sort of thing, and basically provide medical care for people affected by say, like disasters and all that sort of stuff. So I think it's a charity I have supported in the past. I've done like cancer ones as well, stuff like that. So this is the one I'm doing this time. So if you wanted to chip in, and so there will be a hashtag thing that you get like a badge and stuff from Twitch, because it's all part of is it Giving for Good? I think it's called. They're calling it. So yeah, so that's the plan. Something a bit different, something a bit special. And just to finish off, and to confirm, so tomorrow we will be back with this save. I will be just continuing on. I say the aim this week is to try and finish all of the green sciences so that we can basically next week head towards head towards Aquilo, and then the plan, slightly longer term, is to get Aquilo started basically before Christmas. And then after Christmas, I'll do the whole getting to the end game. So, we might be finished around February, something like that, of my very first playthrough of the expansion, full, complete playthrough. Cool. And then next week, as I say, we will still be doing normal Factorio on the Saturday, this save again. And then we will be doing the charity special on Sunday, which will start at 12 p.m. GMT. And go on for basically as however long you force me to stay on Gleba. That's kind of the plan. Cool. So I think that's everything. I guess what you could do, if you wanted to check me out and you're new here, you're one of the raiders that came in and you stuck around to all this self-promo stuff at the end, is I have a YouTube channel. It has VODs on it for all of the streams I've done. There's loads of streams, loads of Factorio, various series, as well as Tectonica, Satisfactory, Dyson Sphere Program, building and management type games that I've played through. There's quite a few playthroughs on there if you want to check those out. There's also a series of videos that I did. I became sort of known to a few people for doing highly detailed, highly speculative Friday Facts videos. I still think they're a fairly fun watch. I was kind of skimming through a few of them the other day. I think they're still fairly entertaining. They kind of hold up, and they're basically, so what I did, I went really in depth with things rather than a lot of YouTubers, like streamers, they would do a summary, and I went mad. So you'd get 2-hour-long videos of me blathering on about all sorts of speculation, and you can see what I got right and what I got wrong. If you wanted to generally follow me, I will be promoting the various things as we go this week. I am on Blue Sky and Twitter as well. Not really paying much attention to Twitter anymore, if I'm honest. But you can always ping me on Blue Sky, and there's a Discord as well. I want to, over Christmas, work out what I'm going to do in terms of like rewards, as it were, for Twitch subscriptions and also YouTube. I want to enable the memberships so that people have a way of sort of chipping in, saying thank you. I'm thinking the main thing will be a monthly like members multiplayer, maybe. Probably won't stream it, or probably just not publicly, as it were. Just do like a private stream, and that probably be. I don't know how I do that on Twitch. Is kind of the thing. So that'll probably be like a reward type tier certainly for the YouTube memberships. But I need to work all that out. I don't know how to do any of that. So yes, so that's all me. That's all my gibberish. If you want to join in with any of that, say come back next Sunday. I'll be basically streaming all afternoon, all evening, UK time. Is that everything? I think that's everything. So yes, so if you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio Space Age. Thanks for watching. Cheers.